My ex and me. My girlfriend, well ex now, of 3 years broke up with me last week and went on a date with her ex before me the same day. It devastated me, but I can't control her, so I was taking some things to her mom's house and spot them sitting in the car together and lashed out. I didn't put my hands on anyone, but I talked about our situation and made the dude leave. Now she's mad at me because he doesn't want to talk to her anymore and wants me to fix the situation with him because she's really interested in him and wants to be a fuck buddy with me. All of this happens within 4 days of us breaking up. I feel crazy because I still love her and want her, but I also just want her to be happy as well, and I really don't want her to hate me. She gave me his number to fix the situation, but she also told me not to mention us still messaging around. What do I do? I can give more information if needed. This is just a quick summary. Wow, she has some front, doesn't she? Block her on everything, never speak to her again. That is some straight up psychopath level shit. She is a terrible, terrible person. Hey boyfriend, I'm gonna dump you and immediately start dating my ex who I've probably been already cheating on you with. But let's stay FWB while I try to work things out with my ex. Basically I wanna cheat on him with you. Please call him and tell him we're not having sex so he's not suspicious. Do you realize how silly this sounds? Hi. Person who was cheated on in her last 2 relationships, one of which was 4 years. Here with a few words of advice. I mean this with all sincerity. If I could slap you upside the head I would. Are you crazy? You cannot let her use you like this. Do you really think this is all you're worth? Pull yourself together dude and go fuck other people. She cheated once, even if y'all get back together she will cheat again. Don't do it to yourself and run away. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Hope everything works out for you. Message the guy and tell him she just wants me for sex. I hope you don't mind if I am fucking her too. Then block her on everything and ghost her. Either you want to be the side piece or not. That's how I see it. She's not committed to you anymore clearly. This can't be real because if it was it would have to mean that you're no longer in possession of your testicles. Knock knock. Who's there? Not your dignity or self-respect. If you aren't a troll you're a sap. Tell him what she's up to and tell her to get fucked. Girlfriend decided to schedule a week-and-a-half tour of California with her ex-boyfriend. Me, 25 male, and her, 23, were dating for 7 months. We had an argument about cursing in front of kids at a restaurant. Then we didn't talk for a day and kept going on with our relationship. Then when we talked 3 days after that she told me she was going to an Oliver Tree concert in San Diego with Jerry, and then spending the week after that driving through California. She has always maintained that they were just friends as this guy had come up in conversation before. In the first week I met her she said he was going to be making $70,000 a year. Red flag right there. He didn't get that job. Quit his job, bought a new car, and decided to tour the U.S. She said she wasn't canceling the trip with him and so I broke up with her. I felt like she was in denial that she wasn't over him, told her that, and also said he's obviously into you if he's dropping $1,000 on you in a week. So even if I trust you I don't trust him or his motives. It was great leading up to that though. We painted, went swimming, I showed her martial arts, we watched a bunch of shows and movies, but the fact she didn't care how it would make me feel to schedule that trip made me break things off. Appreciate any advice on moving on. I thought she was great. You did the right thing, it might feel bad in the short term but you did it. Good job bro, you will find someone better for you who's actually over their ex. Bravo. You absolutely did the right thing. Just remember that once things do not work out with Jerry, that she will want to come back. She never comes back. She just blew the one chance that had with you. If you are not already, get busy with building your life. Dodged a bullet. Have the self-respect to reject her when she comes crawling back. Hit the gym, get plenty of time outside, for a boost of vitamin D, and avoid alcohol or other narcotics. No advice needed my friend, you handled that perfectly. She sounds absolutely insane. All I can say is be thankful it happened this early on. Boyfriend is kind of boring and I'm starting to lose interest. We've been together for a while, a couple of years actually, and I've gotten really bored. He's a homebody and I'm not. He's a gamer and I'm not. I have no problem with him gaming, sometimes I'll play with him. But it's to the point that gaming is all he wants to do. The only way he'll go out is if it's us alone, otherwise, he won't go. A couple of my friends and their husbands invited us on a couples retreat. He was for it at first but then changed his mind and his reason was that he isn't a people person. I've asked him something as just a ride to the store to get out the house. He said he couldn't because he was broadcasting his video game. When I get off work, I'll ask if we can watch a movie or something. Never happens, or it'll literally be 3-4 am before he gets off the game and I have to be at work at 6 am. We literally don't do anything, and lately, I've brought this to his attention multiple times, but all he tells me is to plan something and we never go because he doesn't like big crowds or don't like people and sits on the game. I've started doing things without him, enjoying life outside the house. He gets mad and states that I'm wrong to go without him or accuses me of cheating because I leave without him. Basically saying because he doesn't like people, big crowds or whatever, I should stay home as well. I honestly don't know what to do at this point. This seems like a lost cause to me, or I'm just being petty. It sounds like there are compatibility issues. You have failed the compatibility check. He's not a gamer, he's addicted. That is his real issue. Give him an ultimatum: less games and more activities, or you're gone. Most likely nothing will change, but at least you have given him a chance. Not being a people person or simply being a gamer are two explanations that don't make sense for his actions. You've outgrown this relationship. Lost cause. Don't waste your time. There's nothing petty about wanting to enjoy life outside of a TV screen. I'm a gamer too. I would never be such a shitty partner. I'm exhausted of dealing with my wife. I'm so tired. I look forward to days I'm home alone. I feel like I do everything. I work, I clean, I cook. I buy all the groceries. I am her therapist and her punching bag. We've been together for a while and got married after dating for several years, but I feel like I've been misled. At least when we were dating we had sex, but during our engagement, because the stress of planning a wedding, it became rare. Now, after not even having sex on our wedding night, it's become non-existent. I'm so emotionally drained all the time. I really don't know what to do. We've talked about it and I feel bad because she always has something going on. Arguing with her family, work, nightmares. While on vacation I wake up and just walk around wherever we are just to be alone for a little bit and not deal with one meltdown or another. Well, if you're not gonna leave her, then at least for the love of God, don't have kids with her. Sometimes bad shit just happens and it's exhausting even though the person you're helping isn't at fault. Other times, they're part of the problem. If it's the first issue, there's things you can do. If it's the second issue, there's things you can do. Though it's hard to tell which issue or both you're struggling with, could you clarify? Either try to fix it by talking to her. Her having some other thing to deal with is not an excuse to neglect your relationship for this long, or just end it. There are no other possibilities. Staying and being miserable should not be an option. Bro, drop this dead weight. You have been tricked. At least, abstinence equals no kid in sight. You should probably get a divorce. I mean, you look forward to being alone. Tell her directly whatever you are feeling. If she deflects, ignores or turns it back on you, leave her. It's easier said than done, but I think this is the best way to see if the situation is fixable or you guys are just not compatible anymore.